Hey guys, we're going to discuss thesis statements. It's the Ancient Literature Supplement, Lesson 2 under the writing. Thesis statement. The thesis statement is an extremely important part of anything you write. It should be the first sentence you must compose for any essay or paper. It really is where you'll form what you want to write about, very specifically what you want to write about, and what you can build your outline for writing about with your thesis statement, okay? It gives your paper purpose and direction, okay? It should be a direct statement. It should be an extremely pointed, specific, direct statement. It's not a question. It asserts a bold claim. For your purpose of the argumentative paper, it should be debatable, and it demands to be proven with facts and evidence. You're going to have 4 requirements for this. It needs to be related to the subject of the paper. It provides the reason for the paper, provides the focus for the paper, and uses concrete, specific language. And a good thesis statement should take more than a few mindless minutes to compose, okay? And I want to harp on that for just a few minutes. It's going to be something you need to write and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite and rewrite. No, I'm not stuck on repeat. You need to rewrite it probably a dozen times or more until you get it right, to get it specifically and exactly how you want it to be. And it can be very challenging. And what I tell you to do is just write something down. I think I want to write about whatever and write something down. And if you're like me, you're going to pick it up and look at it and laugh and think, oh my gosh, that's horrible. That's okay. Then you write it again and you make it a little better. And then you write it again and you make it a little better. And then you write it again and it gets better. And then as the brain is thinking about it and working at it and working through it and going, oh, not that, but this more specifically, and specifically this part of that, that thing we're talking about, and it will become exactly what you want it to be. But it takes effort. It's not something that you're going to be able to go, oh no, my paper's due tomorrow and I need to write this thesis statement real quick and then write my paper and then find the thesis statement somewhere in it. It doesn't work that way, okay? You need to make sure that you think about it, you review it, you go over it and over it again. I'm currently reading a book, and I'm not going to tell you the title of the book because I'm not exactly sure what I think yet of the book. But clearly, in the introduction of this book, I found his thesis statement. So I'm just going to read it to you real quick. It says, "It is the intent of this author to provide a logical argument for human existence and purpose that synthesizes philosophical, scientific, and theological understanding of human origin, which explains human function and predetermined objectives based on the eternal purposes of God our Creator." Very long sentence, but a very specific sentence. And then his book goes on, and he has a chapter about the philosophical, he has a chapter about the scientific, he has a chapter about the theological understandings, and so on and so on. It truly builds your outline for what you're writing. So don't think that the thesis statement is not important. It's probably the most important part of everything you're going to write because it lays the outline, it lays the details, it gives you, as the writer, your direction and purpose for what you're trying to do. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you read the pages in the supplement so you can get a little more knowledge than I just tossed out at you. But and write your thesis statement. If you need something, throw it at me. We'll look at it. I'll have somebody a little more knowledgeable look at it than me, and we'll get back to you with some details. Thanks.